title of this lesson seems a little peculiar. How can the Bible be a playground for the devil? Well, Jesus describes the devil as the father of lies. In fact, he says he was a murderer from the beginning and has nothing to do with the truth because there's no truth in him. When he lies, he speaks out of his own character, for he is a liar and the father of lies, right? So there's no truth in him. He's the father of lies, but he's also been a murderer from the beginning. Well, how was he a murderer from the beginning? How did he lie? Well, in the beginning, he says one thing. He says, you will not surely die. There was one law for Adam and Eve in the garden, that they shall not eat of the tree of knowledge of good and evil, for in the day that they would eat of it, they would surely die. So when he said you will not surely die, he took the concept, the one law that we now have 66 books to rectify. One law, he turned upside down. So he's going to use truth and he's going to proclaim his lies. It's a lot like these monkey bars. The concept of jumping from place to place to place within Scripture. Do you realize Satan uses Scripture? He tempted Jesus in Matthew chapter 4, and he takes him up to the pinnacle of the temple, and he says, throw yourself down, for it is written. The fact that Satan knows Scripture is extremely dangerous. It's something that we need to recognize. Yes, he's going to use it for his purpose. And what is his purpose? To lie, to be a murderer, using truth for his own advantage. But in Matthew chapter 4, he says, he will command his angels concerning you, and on their hands they will bear you up, lest you strike your foot against a stone. Satan is quoting Psalm 91, 11 and 12. And the dangerous part is he leaves out verse 13. You will tread upon the lion and the cobra, the young lion and the adder, he will trample underfoot. He's trying to bruise the foot of Jesus, bruise his heel, and this is something that Satan is striving to do, but he's going to crush the head of the serpent. So why would Satan leave out verse 13? Because it was against him. He was going to jump from verse to verse to verse. So how are we supposed to use Scripture? We're told in Scripture to study, to show ourselves approved unto God, a worker who has no need to be ashamed, rightly handling the word of truth, or rightly dividing. Well, the Greek word there, it means to guide along a straight path the word of truth. And so as we're willing to take Scripture and not jump from point to point like the monkey bars, but to allow the context to establish the point, then we're going to have no need to be ashamed. We're going to rightly handle the word of truth when we study. So don't allow the Bible to be the devil's playground,